All right, and now in the co-main event, we got a banger of a fight. We got Tony El Cucuy Ferguson facing off against surging lightweight Beniel Dariush. And Tony's actually coming off back-to-back losses to other lightweight contenders, Justin Gaethje and Charles Oliveira, while Dariush is coming off a decision win over Diego Ferreira. Yeah, what you think about Tony, man?
Oh man, Tony, man, he has crazy endurance and stamina, dude. I mean,
Sure,
in
man.
this fight, I don't see him getting knocked out just because of that. I
Okay.
mean, like Darius, yeah, he has some power behind his hands, but I don't think he has as much power as other people think he is.
Mhm.
He has, I mean, because I mean, this man took crazy shots from Justin Gaethje in that.
That's true.
He
That's
took
true.
them clean hooks, the clean straights, bro.
Yeah, a
Like
lot of people would have
they
died.
crumbled
Yeah.
and that. So I don't think there will be a knockout in this one. Well, I mean, there's gonna be a knockout, but Tony's not getting knocked out. Is what I mean.
Okay, so okay.
Yeah. So I mean, but Dariush is. I feel like he's more of a well-rounded fighter. You know. I mean, like he does get rocked sometimes. He got rocked a couple times in a couple fights, but he's like almost like a submission artist, I guess. He has a lot of submissions under his belt, but Tony's also good on the ground though. So
Dude, I mean, I think I disagree. I don't think Dariush is that well rounded. I do agree that he's a great grappler. That's actually what he came into the UFC with, being a grappler. And I think just because of his recent, striking highlights, he's had some amazing finishes that people kind of forget that. But I do think he has power, but I think his stand up is so sloppy. And, like, especially in the later rounds, he gets so tired and he just starts winging his shots. And I think that's where that power comes from.
mhm.
But he kind of like Tony. He is like very creative. Like he'll throw like spinning stuff and all that.
That's true.
And his last knockout was actually with the spinning back fist. But yeah, I think Tony. Yeah, he's very durable, but he gets clipped a lot. I think his defense is not that great. Like he just gets hit too much against Charles. He got hit, especially against Gaethje. He got hit, and he's just been looking kind of out of form. But I do think he'll feed off the crowd this time. I think that is a big part of who he is and his style. It's just relentless, and I think the crowd's playing to that. And I think he'll do better this fight. I think I do. I also disagree with you. I think for sure he can get knocked out by someone like Dariush. I think Dariush has the power. He's never been knocked out before. I think at least not out cold. Tony,
What, Tony? No.
but
I mean,
he's been clipped multiple times though. His famous Imanari rule.
I mean, he got clipped with a kick though in his earlier fights. Who was it against?
Kick.
Yeah, remember he was like bending down. He got clipped right before that, but then he got kicked, and then he like his legs almost like went out, like he couldn't stand up right.
I don't remember that
and he was
fight.
rolling like crazy.
Was that against Lando Venata?
I yeah, it was.
It was Lando.
Yeah, it was
Okay, I remember that one. Yeah, he started rolling everywhere.
yeah. But I mean, that was a kick though, so it's something different. But I don't know. I mean, like, I think it might be different this time because, I mean, when he fought Justin Gaethje, I mean, he was training for Khabib, you know.
That's true. It was
At-
a little
at
short
the time.
notice for him. Yeah.
So I think it was only like 12 days notice that he had. So it's kind of like different from going like training just to be like to go against a grappler or like someone who has a lot of ground game to someone who just like is straight stand up, with leg kicks and all that.
Okay.
So I think that played part on why like he did kind of bad against Justin Gaethje. But I mean like his stand up was never bad, Tony. Like he was creative and stuff. But I think Justin figured him out, bro. Like by the second round, I think he just started piecing him up because he knew what he was gonna do,
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I don't know where Beniel's like fight IQ stands necessarily, but I don't know. I think Tony can win by TKO.
Okay. I think for sure Dariush is an emotional fighter. I think he said before that he always comes in with the game plan, and then usually as soon as he gets clipped, like in the Jakar close fight, like as soon as he got clipped, he just stopped grappling and was looking for that big shot. So
That's the one where he knocked his mouthpiece off, or like almost.
yeah,
off, right?
yeah. Mm-hmm. Where the memes came from for DC and stuff. But yeah, I don't know, man. I like Tony in this fight a lot because he's faced two elite guys in his last two fights, And I think Dariush is good, and you know he's very fun to watch, in my opinion. But I just don't think he's with the elites of that division, you know. And I mean, whatever you say about Tony, if he's on his way out, or I mean, he's just been having bad performances, I think he's still good enough to dispatch of someone like Dariush. And combined with, this is only going to be a 3 round fight, but we've seen Dariush fade in 3 round fights. You know, in the Ferrari fight, he looked like exhausted in the third, and he always looks tired for some reason. I don't know if that's just how he looks like, but I think he gets tired. And with someone like Tony, you can keep a quick pace. I think Dariush for sure will return to his roots, and he'll initiate the grappling from the start. I think, and he's gonna look to submit Tony, kind of keep him on the ground. Especially maybe, I think he will go that route because of what he saw in the Oliveira fight. Yeah. Oliveira kept him down there and almost submitted him and kind of beat him up down there. So I think Dariush will come to look for the takedown, and I feel like his wrestling is not good enough. Like it's not explosive.
Who, Tony's?
No, Dariush's.
Oh, yeah.
I think his wrestling is not explosive enough to get someone like Tony, who is actually he's a black belt under Eddie Bravo. You know, shout out 10 Planet.
Flat Earth dog.
Flat Earth dog. And so I just don't think that's in my opinion Dariush's only path to victory, and I don't think I can see him getting down there, especially through someone like Tony, who's you know pretty good on you know he might get that dart stroke, man. But I think he'll keep it standing, and Ferguson will TK on him. I think late he's gonna melt him. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
After he gets tired, probably.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And yeah, it's gonna be interesting though. Two very creative fighters, and it's gonna be fireworks for sure. And yeah, we both have Ferguson by TKO, and we'll see if he can bounce back.
Oh, one last question though.
Yes.
Is about the aftermath. So, you think Tony Ferguson will actually get a title shot if he wins this fight?
So they actually asked this question to Dana White regarding at the press conference. They actually asked Dana White if the winner between Dariush and Ferguson will get the next title shot or be in contention to get the title shot. He basically he didn't say no, but he didn't say yes. He said, "Oh, I don't decide these things at the moment or whatever." So, speaking of that, the answer to that question is no. I don't think they'll get a title shot. I think for sure Conor or Dustin are next in line. Whoever wins that fight has dibs, and then whoever wins this fight, I still feel like maybe needs one more. You know, especially because Gaethje is in front of them, and he has to win over Tony, and Dariush is still, really green. I think this will be his highest ranked opponent so far. So yeah, I don't think he gets a title. I don't think either of these guys gets a title shot with the win.